I'm Maria, and you're watching Christ Hype Magazine. Today is the premiere of my new show called My Reality. Today we're going to be talking about marijuana, weed, cannabis, or whatever other names you know it's called. There's, I'm sure, many out there. But people say that, weed smells good. They say, Kush is my cologne. It smells like perfume. But in reality, weed stinks. No one wants to hang around someone that smells like a skunk all day. I have a couple of questions regarding this. My first question is, why do people smoke weed in the first place? Some say recreational, and some have for medical purposes. Weed has a lot of effects that maybe some folks don't know about, and I'd like to go down a list of these effects. One of them is it makes you lazy. You don't want to do anything. Maybe your mom or your wife is asking you to dump the trash or wash the dishes, and when she comes home, nothing has been done because you got lazy. It makes you forget. I've known people to be searching for purses, keys, sunglasses, looking all over the house for these things. The purse is on the shoulder, the glasses are sitting on top of their head, and the keys are right in front of their eyes on the table. So it definitely makes you forgetful. You can get selfish. If you don't, you may want to get high that day. You don't got no money and you're just begging somebody for some money to go buy some weed. That's being selfish because all you can think about is getting yourself high. You lose focus. You forget about your goals. Maybe your goal is to go enroll in college. Well, you got high, and then all of a sudden, because you're high, you don't want to go do that. That became less important to you. So there goes your education. It affects your family and friends. They don't want to see you getting high and being under the influence of drugs. So it definitely affects your family and friends. It can affect you getting employed. You will not be able to get a job because why? Because a lot of jobs these days are drug testing, and they don't want folks under the influence in their business. You could probably hurt somebody, or somebody, something can go wrong. But in any case, it definitely will affect employment for you. It's ungodly. You think Jesus Christ wants you to smoke? No, not at all. Definitely against him. Chemicals. There are chemicals in weed these days. It's not grown how it used to be grown back in the day. So there are chemicals in weed that definitely could cause a lot of sickness and illness in folks. You can lose, your memory. You can get bronchitis. You can get obese because it does make you hungry. People get the munchies. And then from that, you can get diabetes. You can get heart disease, high blood pressure. It can make you depressed. It's definitely mind altering. And are you beginning to get the picture of what I'm saying to you? I'm hoping this is, reaching out to somebody who's maybe struggling, trying to quit. You definitely can do these things. Can people stop is my other question. Yes, you can. You definitely can stop smoking weed. Some of the ways that you can do that is possibly maybe not hanging around those influences, the folks who influence you to smoke weed, the folks who are like, hey, you want to smoke this joint? Let's get high. Sometimes it might be good friends you grew up with all your life. Sometimes it could be maybe some family members that are influences on you when it comes to smoking weed. Sometimes you just have to cut those folks off. May not want to, but these are some of the things that would help you in stopping smoking weed. There are also other couple of things. There are programs out there. There are anonymous support groups you can contact. I'm sure you heard of Above the Influence. They have websites that you can go to and get more information off of regarding, being addicted to marijuana or other substances. You can go to churches, go to God. It's always a blessing to have Christ in your life to help you get through a lot of your hard times. This may be a time where you might need to turn to God to help you stop smoking weed. It's a possibility. There are many churches out there. You know, we want to save our youth by maybe, you know, joining the Weed is WACK movement, or Don't Smoke the Curse movement. In any case, you know, there's a lot of effects of marijuana on your brain. Again, it affects your family and friends. It can affect your education. It could affect your employment. These are a lot of things you need to think about, and start making changes in your life now, especially if you're young. And I know it's hard when you're a young person and you have a lot of friends and most of your friends are smoking weed, but deep down inside, you know, that's, you know, maybe you don't want to smoke it anymore, or you don't even want to start to do it. Then that means you need to just change the folks you hang around. And remember that you're important. God loves you. What would Christ do in this situation? How do you think he would handle it? Just try to remain positive. Remember, marijuana stinks. It is a drug, and it is not good for you. But stay tuned for my next topic. Again, you're watching Christ Hype magazine. What would Christ do in this situation? Again, my name is Maria, and this is my reality. Stay blessed.